Hello everyone and welcome to a video on the Constructive Criticism YouTube channel. I'm Spencer, host of Constructive Criticism and Limited Time Only, two podcasts about getting better at Magic the Gathering. Today we're going to talk about one of my least favorite subjects in Magic, bannings. So, for those who don't know, people are talking about the possibility of upcoming bannings in Standard because of the 6-week period that Wizards has announced to allow themselves a grace period, I don't know what to call it, where they can ban cards in Standard or Modern or whatever 6 weeks after the Pro Tour, just to give the format a little bit of time to maybe solve itself. And a lot of people are talking about Standard right now and kind of where the format's at and what it's kind of turned into. So for those who don't know, the format started out pretty decent. Different strategies. Right now you could probably say that there's 4 to 5 decks. There's Mardu vehicles, 4-color Saheeli, Temur Tower, and Black-Green are probably like the 4 decks. And the truth is that a lot of people think it's really 2 decks. They think that Black-Green is dead, they think that Temur Tower is bad, and they think that it's all because of Saheeli combo. And I really don't like calling for bannings. I think that it creates a bad culture. I think that it makes us become lazy and we're less innovative. But honestly, I have tried a lot of different things in this format, and I think that it might be okay to ban Felidar Guardian. The reason for that is because Wizards never intended for this combo to exist in Standard, especially alongside vehicles. They wanted vehicles to be good, but vehicles have been made even better by the fact that you have to be able to interact with vehicles and the combo, both of which need to be interacted with at instant speed, and it's pretty hard to do that. You can't really beat both of these decks at once very easily, and that's a big problem because it means that you're being attacked from this hyper-aggressive deck angle in the form of like go-wide creatures and planeswalkers, and then you have this deck that you can never tap out against, right? So you can't Wrath the board. You can't play Wraths in your deck a lot of the time because they're just dead cards against the Saheeli combo. And you also might need to play Wraths against the Saheeli combo because of Warlord Virtuoso in the form of 4-color. So it's a really tough thing that a really tough situation that they put Magic players in. And I really hate calling for bannings, but I think that there's legitimately decks that could exist in this format that don't because of this. You can think of green-white tokens as a deck that people played at the Pro Tour that they can't play right now because the cards just don't interact well with the combo. Even though the deck is possibly great against some of the other strategies, green-red decks at large don't exist in this format. Delirium decks don't exist in this format, in a meaningful way that you would think that they could. Green-red decks basically don't exist at all. I might have already said that. But it makes it really hard to innovate when you have to go against these two very different strategies. And you would think that you could do that in the form of a control deck. I know that I won a PPTQ with Jeskai Control just last weekend, but honestly, it's tough. You make like one mistake, you're usually done, which is, it's good. This format is skill testing, and that's a good thing. But I think that it's not fun, and that's a problem. Magic is a game, and it's supposed to be fun. And I think that this format is actually just not fun. And it's not fun because there's so much missing from it that was intended to be there. It's just killing cards that, were meant to be played with. You think about, like, they printed Incendiary Flow as a promo. Incendiary Flow is meant to be good. It's meant to get rid of things like Spell Queller and things like Scrap Heap Scrounger. And you can't play it because of the combo. When you think of things like Kozilek's Return, that card's supposed to be good against vehicles. In fact, in our Pro Tour testing for Pro Tour Aether Revolt, it was very good against vehicles. We almost didn't play vehicles or a lot of different strategies because we expected Kozilek's Return decks to be really good. And eventually, we kind of came around, couldn't find a Kozilek's Return after the first couple of weeks of SEGs and stuff like that. But that card is really powerful and should probably be a contender in the format. If you think of something like Worldbreaker, Worldbreaker's really powerful. They also printed Nissa and Chandra that both ramp into Worldbreaker. So you can play this Planeswalker deck with main deck Wraths and Incendiary Flows and things like that. These cards can't be played because of this combo deck. And it would probably have a really good Vehicles matchup. So at the end of the day, I do think that Guardian should go. And I was really against them putting in this banning period. You know, a large percentage of people actually thought that Felidar Guardian was going to get banned when they banned Emrakul and Reflector Mage and stuff like that. They were like, oh man, they're just not going to let it happen. It was a mistake. And they were like, no, we're actually instead we're going to give this 6 week period, 6 month period, or 6 week period and see if it works. And I don't think it did. And I think it's okay to call for the banning and to say goodbye. You know, it was fun. It was cool. We got to play with combo and standard. You know, if they could emergency print interactive cards, things that were good against the combo, that'd be awesome. And maybe they do that. Maybe they emergency change some of the cards in Hour of Devastation. That would be too late. If they emergency changed cards in Amonkhet, that could be good. That could be something that would be positive. Give us another couple months with this because nothing's rotating out, so we don't really lose anything. That's a possibility, but they need to do something. Otherwise, this is just going to be not fun for a long time because they've increased the length of time that a lot of these cards stay in standard that weren't intended to do that when they printed them because they had shortened that standard period. So that's kind of my thoughts on the bannings. I hope that people realize that Wizards gave themselves that safety valve because they were worried that Magic would be unfun. And yeah, they made a mistake, but if they're not willing to push the envelope and do things like this, then Magic will get stagnant anyway. So it is a good thing, and it's okay when they make a mistake to say, let's fix that. It's not okay to just ban things because people are whining and not willing to change. The thing is that in this case, I actually do believe that Felidar Guardian is not good for the format, and it is something that you can't innovate around because they didn't give you the tools to innovate. So, thank you everybody for watching. Don't forget that you can support this content on patreon.com/ccmtg and stuff like that. Sorry for the camera shake. I just realized that it might shook a bunch. New camera, new stuff. The audio is probably not its best. I'll get that fixed. I'll get it set so that it's pretty cool. But I'm excited about this. The new opportunities here on YouTube with some new equipment. And yeah, you can go to patreon.com/ccmtg to support this content. And we'll see you guys all next time.